Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be doing a DIY on how to create this super growth hair grease formula as well as rice water. Okay, so currently I'm just trying to grow my hair back thicker as well as healthier. Over the past few months I've have caused a lot of damage to my hair, so I just want to try something new. So I'll definitely be showing you how to make this formula as well as rice water today. Alright, so you'll need a container of the Sulphur 8. I grabbed the medicated version. And then you'll also need a container of the dual growth. I grabbed triple strength just to be on the safer side as well. And then I also got a black castor oil bottle. Alright, and then I have a tube of the virgin hair fertilizer. And then I also got a bottle of the wild growth oil. And then you can add any oil of sort to your liking. And then you'll also need a container to put your formula in. I also grabbed a spoon right out of the kitchen. You can use any spoon or instrument of your choice. And then I also have a pair of scissors. Everything that you see here today was pretty pricey. Of course, it is not your hair product, so you are going to pay the cost to be the boss. I do have my receipt just to show you what it may look like when you go to buy it. I did spend roughly about $40 on this product. I did get a 10% discount because of my loyalty, but this is definitely what I spent on it. With that being said, I paid roughly $6.99 for that. Then I paid $6.29 for that. Then for the black castor oil, spent about that much. Then the price isn't on here, but it was behind the counter, okay? And then as well as I paid $6.99 for that. Alright. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and start opening up the Sulphur 8. Okay, so you just take your spoon and go ahead and start scooping that out into the container. It is a sticky consistency. It was very hard to get that out of the container. I will actually be grabbing a regular spoon just to go ahead and help me scrape all that out of the container. So you just make sure you're getting all that product out. Just make sure you're getting everything out of that, just because you did pay a pricey amount for the product. Okay, and then of course you just go ahead and keep scooping. See, I was struggling just a bit, but I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop that off the spoon. Make sure that I'm getting all my product into the container right then and there.
We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engage and use on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that.
So right now I'm just moving on to adding the duo growth into that container. It does have a purple color and it is thicker in consistency. I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop that into a container, just how I did the Sulphur 8. We're just gonna make sure that we land everything inside that container at this point. So right now I'm just scooping more out of the container, and you'll also see me just trying to get it off the spoon, making sure I'm grabbing all of my product and scooping all of my product into that container. These products didn't have any type of smell to it that aggravated or bothered me. A lot of previous videos I have watched or seen, women have mentioned the smell. It really reminds me of something tingly, maybe a Vicks vapor rub or something of that sort. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and try to get everything off the spoon. Okay, so next I'll be grabbing my wild growth oil, and I'm just going to go ahead and open that whole bottle up and pour it right into the container. Just pour the whole thing in there. And that's all. You just open that up and pour it right in, and just make sure that you get all the product out of there to your liking.
First impression, you OPN.
And now I'm going to be adding the virgin hair fertilizer to the mixture. As you can see, it is an aluminum tube. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and make this easier on myself and go ahead and cut the end of the tube so I won't struggle to get all the product out of it. So right now I'm going to be cutting it. And I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze most of everything out the tube from the bottom. Just maneuvering my way down the tube. So I pretty much got what I needed out of it, and then next I'm just going to open the top of the tube and squeeze everything out of the top of the tube into the container. And you'll see me doing that. So if you look at the container, well, not the container, but if you look at the tube, you'll see that most of the product has been squeezed out, and I'm only grabbing the last little bit that is inside.
Smoking up, make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate.
So last but not least, I'll be adding my black castor oil to my formula mix. And right now we're just going to go ahead and pour that whole entire bottle into the formula mixture. I didn't want to overflow, so I was just making sure I had enough to pour in. So I'm just going to go ahead and empty that out into it. Alright. So after adding everything in, this is what it should look like before you begin to mix. So I started off slowly only because I didn't want to overflow any of my product outside of my container. And then of course just get everything mushed down in the inside. So right now I'm just maneuvering my way around, just making sure everything is getting mixed in evenly and that everything is getting broke up inside of that. As well as you can make this mixture to your liking. If you want to add any extra oils such as like tea oil, peppermint oil, or anything of that sort, you are able to add that to it. The only reason I didn't add it to it because I just want to see what type of results I would get strictly from this formula itself, as well as me using my rice water. So I'm just going to keep it the basic way, and I'm just mixing it at this point in time. And you don't want to overmix your product. Just like a cake, you don't want to overmix it, being that it does have a couple of watery consistency of oil in there, and then of course your softer greases. So that's what it should look like after you're done mixing, of course.
Butterflies, you should open up. I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up. Going up in smoke, smoking up. Make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate.
Right now I'm just making sure I got all my product off my spoon. And then next I'll just be grabbing the top to go ahead and seal that off. This is a pretty good amount of formula. It should roughly last you about a month or more. I'm not sure if I'll use it every day or every week, but I'll definitely be uploading my results. So stay tuned. And this is what it should look like after you finish.
The doors open, take that high road in her bend.
I'll also be doing rice water along with this. I wasn't able to catch the recording of the rice water, but I did make it with a cup of rice and a couple measurements of water to my liking. I also washed off my rice before actually letting it sit for 48 hours before pouring it to this bottle. I do keep it refrigerated just to slow down the fermentation process. So I just want to see what type of results I'll be getting from this. So I'll also just be keeping everyone updated. I would appreciate it if you would like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll also be having a part 2 to this video, just to show you my results, okay? So just stay tuned.